Do you know that Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple Inc., had a surprising connection to the moon landing? Intriguing, isn't it? This might sound like a thriller plot, but let's uncover this unusual link. Rumor has it that Steve Jobs had a covert lab in his basement, a secluded space where he dedicated hours to space technology. Recognized universally as a charismatic visionary who revolutionized technology, little did we know that his influence extended beyond personal computers and into the vast expanse of space. Jobs, the mastermind behind the iPhone, iPod, and iMac, had a significant role in the monumental moon landing of the 20th century. The genius who put a computer in your pocket also contributed to putting a man on the moon. How did this happen? His secret basement lab is believed to have had a part to play. Jobs, a man of enigma who thought out of the box, had a knack for forging connections where others couldn't. His unique ability led him to the moon landing. He saw potential where others saw impossibility, and his brilliant mind was just what NASA needed for the moon landing mission. Now, it may seem incredible that Jobs, a tech guru, could be linked to a space mission. However, considering Jobs' life filled with surprises and unconventional twists, it's plausible. What exactly was role in the moon landing? That's a mystery we're about to unravel, involving advanced technology, confidential meetings, and loads of ingenuity. Are you eager to embark on this thrilling journey? To reveal the truth behind one of history's greatest events? Then fasten your seatbelts, you're in for a ride. Stay tuned, the story gets even more captivating. A momentous event, the moon landing, and a titan of tech, Steve Jobs. Could there be a link? An intriguing document from the 1960s, supposedly discovered in a NASA archive, alludes to a Project Apple in relation to the Apollo missions. Let's delve deeper into the correlation between the technology that facilitated the moon landing and what we see today. First up, the Apollo guidance computer, the cerebral powerhouse of the lunar module. This wonder was compact, efficient, and capable of real-time computations that steered astronauts through the cosmos. As we move ahead in time, we see a parallel revolution in personal computing. The Apple II, crafted under Steve Jobs' visionary leadership, democratized computing power, analogous to what the Apollo guidance computer did for the lunar module. Then, the Hasselblad camera, used by astronauts to capture lunar landscapes. This sturdy, reliable camera produced high-quality images, traits reflected in today's iPhone cameras. The S-band antenna, a communication marvel of its era during the moon landing, draws interesting parallel with Apple's communication innovations under Jobs. The lunar rover, designed specifically for lunar terrain, necessitated a featherweight yet robust battery, an ethos echoed in Apple's current pursuit of creating lightweight yet potent batteries. Lastly, the lunar module's life support system, engineered to sustain human life in harsh lunar conditions, reflects in Apple devices' life support systems, ensuring seamless and efficient A pattern seems to be forming. The evolution of technology embodied in Apple products bears a remarkable similarity to the moon landing technology. It's as if Project Apple was a framework for the technology we now use daily. Is it a mere coincidence, or does the story have deeper roots? Imagine this. The year is 1969, ablaze with the excitement of the Apollo 11 mission. In the midst of it all, a young Steve Jobs is making ripples in the technology industry. In an unassuming building, a clandestine meeting is about to unfold that will redirect the course of history. Jobs, amid stern-faced NASA officials, finds himself face-to-face with Wernher von Braun, the leading mind in rocket technology. A rumor, whispered in the hushed corners of tech and space circles, suggests this encounter. The room reverberates with a palpable seriousness, a reflection of the gravity of their discourse. This assembly is a fusion of secrecy, innovation, and a hint of desperation. But why would NASA, in space exploration, seek an audience with a tech wunderkind like Jobs? The Apollo mission was not just a journey to the moon, it was an unrivaled technological challenge. Thus, who more fitting to consult than a man poised to redefine personal computing? The confidential discussion revolved around the moon landing. The officials, spearheaded by von Braun, were interested in Jobs' insight on the technology of the mission. The onboard cameras, communication systems, and computers needed Jobs' touch of genius. As the meeting adjourned, a pact was sealed. Jobs would contribute his technological expertise to the mission. The rest, as we know, is history. This covert rendezvous, a blend of conjecture and reality, weaves a fascinating narrative that offers a fresh perspective of the moon landing. It calls into question established beliefs and introduces a thrilling prospect. What might NASA, or more specifically Von Braun, require from a tech savant like Jobs? The answer, my friends, could be just as vast and enigmatic as the cosmos itself. Could it be possible that Steve Jobs, who revolutionized personal computing, also played a pivotal role in one of mankind's greatest scientific achievements? An intriguing hypothesis has begun to emerge as we explore this mystery. Picture this: a young Steve Jobs, his mind alive with possibilities, eyes shimmering with ambition. He envisions the future not as an uncertain expanse but as a canvas, ready to be filled with the vibrant hues of technological innovation. In this scenario, Jobs is more than a bystander. He is a player in the moon landing, architecting the technology that made it possible. The mission equipment bears Apple's signature innovation. Could the drive to push boundaries, to think differently, the essence of Jobs' Apple, also have propelled the moon landing? Ponder this: the compact design of the lunar module, the advanced communication systems, the sophisticated navigation equipment, do they not hint at the minimalist design that Jobs championed? The timing also raises eyebrows. The moon landing occurred in the late 60s, around the same time Jobs was emerging as a tech visionary. Could he really have been involved? These tantalizing threads paint a portrait of a man whose influence possibly reaches far beyond personal computing, a man who may have guided one of humanity's greatest adventures. Could Steve Jobs have been the mastermind behind the moon landing technology? Now let's introduce a surprising element, shall we? We found an intriguing quirk in this tale. A patent filed in 1969 under the name S. Jobs has surfaced, detailing a device strikingly similar to the S-band antenna used in the Apollo missions. Fascinating, right? Could it be that Steve Jobs, a mere teenager during the moon landing, was the secret architect of this critical technology? What an engaging storyline for a high-paced film, don't you think? Let's take a step back and observe this from another perspective. Steve Jobs, a visionary with a brilliant mind, no doubt, but a teenage prodigy crafting a crucial element of space exploration technology? That's a considerable stretch. Visualize a young Steve, grappling with high school algebra, outsmarting thousands of NASA's top minds. Picture him, still a fledgling in the tech world, discreetly influencing the Apollo mission from his parents' garage. The concept, to say the least, is wildly unlikely. We mustn't forget that the moon landing was a culmination of years of intense research and development. It demanded a revolutionary idea, the expertise, resources, and above all, the time to make it a reality. While Steve Jobs was undoubtedly an exceptional individual, attributing the moon landing to him enters the domain of fantasy. It's like suggesting a high school quarterback leading a team to a Super Bowl victory. Not impossible, but exceptionally improbable. As we chuckle at this whimsical theory, remember that truth can often be stranger than fiction. Yet, in this instance, the fiction could be testing the boundaries of plausibility. And there have it. Steve Jobs, the teenage inventor of a vital component of the moon landing. Or perhaps we're making connections where there are none.